Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to week 8 now of PMA LCS. Holy shit, it's nearing the end of the season. We have got passive aggressive red pandas versus the tilted torpedoes. I'm Jirachi. I'm joined by Opie and Skoonson. How's it going, guys? Yeah, we have a week 6 and a week 7. We have the last week 7 match is happening later tonight, and the last week 6, 2 weeks ago, is happening tomorrow? So, yeah, who needs to finish games on time? Anyway, we've... This was an interesting champ select. I'm just gonna... Oh my god. Okay, it's up. Trindamere jungle. That's like... That would be, like, all you need to know. Oh, wait, hold on. Properties. There we go. Okay, now we can
It's okay, we're all sick of Rich's voice chat.
No, we can hear the guys on the other end, because for a hot second there we couldn't. Because I don't know what happened. Yeah, there we go.
So you can actually hear us now?
Yeah.
Trying for the solo cast just with us here.
Yeah, it's a solo cast.
He comes back and finally streams again, and this is what we get.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what happens when I don't stream for like a week and a half. Now let's see if the champ select music actually works, because apparently my client noises aren't going through. Okay. Champ select music does work, I think. Someone tell me if the champ select music does actually work. Okay, I think it is. Cool. We're actually in business now. Anyway, so on the side of PARP, pretty typical team comp. It's Caleb and his Aatrox. Elliot getting a Sejuani being a ridiculously strong pick. I think it's actually the most picked and has the highest win rate out of all the champions that have been played over 10 times. So yeah, ridiculously strong pick.
Yeah, EE has just been insanely good on that every time. Because just pumping out a ton of damage early game and just CC locking people down, so there's just nothing for the other team to do. So we'll see if versus a Trindamere he can keep that going in the jungle. I'm excited to see that Trindamere.
Yeah, and speaking of Trindamere jungle, guys.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know how great it is early, just because I feel like your sustain is crap, but
I imagine
you never know.
Not. But like, I mean, it's Trindamere. Once he hits late game, he's gonna do Trindamere things. But
I mean, it basically just sets you up to have 2 split pushers.
oh yeah, no, NASA's Trindamere. Oh true. Oh god.
Yeah, and with an Alistar, a Xayah, and a Veigar, they've got so much like peel back. Put up the box, Xayah's got her ult, and Alistar to just knock somebody away. Like, too good just for the peel, so...
Yeah,
got late game versus group early game.
And then not to mention the double infinite scaling comp. The NASA's and the Veigar. Both with the infinite stacking, it's... Oh my god. Tilted Torpedoes are just fulfilling their prophecy of being the meme team.
It'll be exciting to see.
I mean, it's just standard MO for Sato, though. Split pusher, don't care about anything else, just push the towers down.
Yeah.
He does that pretty well, though, so gotta give him that.
Yeah, true. So, predictions. Gone. Go.
PARP, because they're on some of their strongest champs, Unfortunately, they will be able to rotate fast enough and kill off those split pushers.
Okay. Opie.
I'm gonna be the hopeful, optimistic, and just because I like the meme team, I'm gonna go with the Torpedoes.
Oh,
Just
good.
I like it. And I'm just hoping they can get through that early game, and I love the team comp. I think it's great.
Oh my
I'm so
god.
excited for the late game Tryndamere and Nasus to just one-shot people.
I'm also going to side with PARP. Their mid game is just ridiculous with alley shot calling, and I mean, yeah, their comp is pretty much classic PARP. So yeah. And,
I mean, yeah, you have the lack in damage at Ezreal there, but it's one of Daspite's main ADCs, so maybe he'll be able to get a little bit more out of it than most. So, yeah.
And also, you also have Caleb on the Aatrox, who can still do some decent damage even though it's Aatrox. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to PARP. Also, because as much as fun as the meme team is, it's Nasus Tryndamere. It sounds ridiculous as like split pushers, but like against a coordinated team like PARP who coordinate pretty ridiculously well, I don't think it's gonna work that well. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I think a lot of this is going to come down to which bot lane can actually get rolling, because the Torpedoes, like Xayah, can do so much damage, and she can actually keep herself decently safe as long as she stops, like, can avoid the initial engage with her ult. And like then you also have like an Alistar there. You have the Veigar box to drop on her to like keep her safe. So I mean, if they can keep her alive, she can dish out the damage to do so. But at the same time, you got an Ezreal who I would assume is probably going to go the blue Ezreal build, which would just be able to kite a Nasus and hopefully a Tryndamere to infinity, and you will never be able to get to him. So we'll see how the bot lane matchups kind of work their way out this game.
Yeah, but speaking of the bot lane matchup and, well, everything, we are getting into game on the blue side. We do have the passive-aggressive Red Pandas, Balakastran in the top lane, Aruyan? Oh my god, Aruyan in the jungle, Violent Sociocat in the mid lane, Daspite at the AD carry, and Brumarkle on support. Oh my god, they're spamming the warding ping, save me. just introduce the meme team, just go before something happens.
And on the meme team side, we've got Sayado in the top lane with Nasus. We've got I am Gert, not the real Gert, hashtag.
It's Bukaki Poro. I'm gonna call him Bukaki Poro in fights.
Got the Will Brooks, the Torpedo, the meme team dream captain as Veigar in the mid lane. We've got General Dill on the Xayah, man after my own heart, and Oscar as the support on Alistar.
Speaking of Mr. Stream Dream meme team, Will the Torpedo Brooks himself, it is actually his 3rd anniversary with his wife, and the reason we're starting late is because they were at dinner, so...
Yeah, reported.
Reported for making a start late, but congrats to Will.
Woo!
Yay.
Keeping the Dream Team meme team alive.
And being a good husbando.
Nah, supposed to be that. Looks like your standard red start for both teams. Nothing crazy. I expected more. Come on, meme team. Don't let me down.
Come on. Meme team, plus.
No Tryndamere invade? God. We know that's OP. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, he might... Maybe he wants to go for something after the Raptors, although, yeah, probably not. Also, Urian is going straight to Wolves and then presumably blue buff after red buff, so I actually don't know who wins that duel early. I presume Sejuani. Actually, wait, no. So someone save this terrible analysis. Wait a second, Oscar started headbutt level 1. Well, goes in thinking he has a combo, but apparently he doesn't. Wakashan getting nice damage onto Sido, the
Yeah,
W.
he
doing
did
some
start
work
with
early.
just one pot and went for the pink ward, looking to just try and keep them safe, possibly help out with, you know, avoiding ganks in the mid lane there, because he's got that river bush warded, so hopefully trying to keep things a little bit safer for everybody early with that starting the the pink ward.
Yeah, his early ganks aren't terrible, you just really need CC to back it up. I mean, Sido and Wilbrooks, well, every lane really has some CC to back up the damage that Tryndamere can bring, so Bukaki Poro might be able to get some ganks in, but it's just hard farming right now. And although, speaking of ganks, he is looking at the mid lane, coming in on the Violet Ninja Cat, spins in, Baby Cage doesn't hit, so walks in, walks back down.
Womp.
Whatever that was. Hey look, Rich is back to casting and streaming. Oh look,
Yeah.
everything's back to being shitty.
You know, it looks like everything's just kind of starting out very standard. Oh, we got a Tryndamere on the bot lane, but it's Ezreal, so all he does is jump away, and Braum jumps to the Ezreal, so...
Yeah,
I mean,
super.
like I said earlier, Ezreal just gonna kite out everything.
This is a super safe lane from PARP with the. I mean, the Braum isn't great in lane, but against an Alistar, he can do perfectly fine. Protect the Ezreal. Ezreal's safe as is. Kakiporo actually hanging around here, or he's gonna go for the invade. Although he's gonna.
Yeah, there is a
Krugs.
20 that's coming his way, so...
Yeah, he's gotta be careful. He's continuing with this.
Really engaged in the top
But-
lane.
Urion is just gonna head towards Raptors, so we're not gonna get that much of a fight. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, the Tryndamere is trying to at least put pressure on, so that's good. Oh, they engage in the top lane, and
Sido
force
forced
a
a
flash.
flash.
Very nice. So that's really good for an Aatrox. I mean, both laners have...
Oscar with the combo on the Death Bite. The exhaust is going to come out, actually. The Feather Recall not landing Groot. And Oscar is actually going to take 2 bird shots coming out of this. So, Tilted
It
Torpedoes
looks
still.
like they might have thought that Tryndamere was coming in there, because he did walk through the tri-bush there, but maybe a little bit of miscommunication, just because the Tryndamere just kind of kept walking away as Oscar went in for the fight there. But hey, that's an exhaust down from Alistar, and so we might try and see more pressure from Sejuani.
Yeah, although and PARP definitely wants to play more around their solo lanes, and I expect Urion to be focusing his ganks more around those lanes, even with the exhaust down bot. So, let's see what happens. Wakashan just keeps landing nice poke on the side, are already jumping out to a 10 CS lead. So, Caleb showing he knows his stuff on Aatrox.
I mean, and both of these laners do have good sustain.
He's gonna go and
jump
level
under
6.
tower.
It's gonna
There is
land
no
the first blood and gonna revive with the passive. Nicely played by Caleb.
Knowing that he had no flash, decides to engage, even though he dove under tower. He still gets the kill and gets out alive.
Yeah, the Aatrox passive. That's all I got. Sido also hadn't hit level 6 yet, and Caleb had the advantage over him, so it was like, yeah, this is perfect time to go.
Looks like we're seeing we're not going to see a whole lot of pressure here from the junglers early. Sejuani is decent at ganking early, but she's a lot more accustomed to like doing counter ganking. She's very good at that.
Oscar burning the
Just with
combo
the-
only onto Boommarkle is gonna just get Winter's Bited back. And nothing else is gonna happen. Bot lane
What?
currently boring.
Well, talking about that Sejuani, like, the potential for a counter gank, it really evolves around her ult.
Oscar missing the Pulverize. I might have thought he had the head mode up, guess not. That's Bite actually low on mana, so if Oscar had gotten that combo, that might have actually worked out. Sorry, I was gonna.
I was
Okay,
waiting
go,
because I saw
go,
Aatrox go on
go,
top lane.
go,
But
go,
anyway,
go.
yeah, if you see Sejuani, like her whole ability to counter gank revolves around her ult, so she's probably not going to do much until 6. So if you see and someone go in for a gank on that lane, she can come in and blow up that whole engage with her ult and turn that around for the laner that she's helping out.
Caleb gonna keep going on the side of the slow from the Nasus W is going to not allow Caleb to catch up. So Sido will stay alive for now. His flash is gonna be back up in just a couple minutes. But oh, another missed combo from Oscar gonna knock Dasbite back. Both him and Boomark low on mana. Meanwhile, top lane, more action. I'm Gert coming in for the gank. Caleb's just gonna hop away. He's gonna just try and keep Bukaki Poro around, going in the bush, playing with fire a little bit. Is warded. Up and the backs. And the master. Caleb, he has a family.
A BM.
Oh my god. Some nice CS leads coming out from the PARP solo laners. 30 for Violet Sociocat and, well, now 13 for Caleb, so.
But the important thing is, if Veigar is getting his stacks as well, he needs to be, if he's getting his stacks going, then that's fine,
stacks.
even if he is a little bit behind.
Yeah, he has 33 AP right now, which I have no idea how good that is since I don't play mid lane. John, you're the mid laner. Go. How good is it? Oh, we don't have time for John because Bukaki Poro is coming in for the gank, forcing the flash from Violet Sociocat. Nice little baby cage from the Wilbrooks.
It's an alright lead for stacks at least. I mean, he's got almost 100 AP by himself.
Sido is in trouble here. Gonna pop the ult, and Caleb is just gonna keep whacking at him. Has the passive backup, and Blockstran gonna get the second solo kill onto Sido.
Yeah, Nasus flash is just now back up. I didn't see if it was just quite up yet. Let's see.
Yeah, someone else do the replay, because I can't.
Nope, his
no, it wasn't up.
Just
Ooh,
just not up yet.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it looked like it was about 5 seconds from being up or so, and so that was a close one. So we'll give it to him and say he knew exactly when the timings was. He knew.
Caleb knew exactly. He was like, this
All
flash
planned.
is not up.
But yeah, I mean, the fact that most of his CS is all
the combo now gonna land on the Dash by forcing a flash. The exhaust gonna come out the root. Only gonna land on the Boomarkle, who will knock up Oscar. Meanwhile, TP on the backside. Caleb is coming in, and that's a scary Aatrox right now. Oscar super low Blockstran on the killing spree,
he hit
picks
some
it up.
minion.
But I am Gert is here, gonna force the exhaust out of Boomarkle. Are they gonna keep going? They want to keep going. Kakiporo / I am Gert. Fake I am Gert gonna need the winner's bite, and PARP just gonna walk out of that with a kill.
One really interesting thing to notice in that fight was that Braum basically blocked all of the feathers coming out from Xayah. As soon as she started using her ability, he put that up, he stopped multiple feathers, and then he stopped her ult from going through, which, if that would have hit the Ezreal probably would have been dead there, because he was taking a lot of damage as it was, and then stopping all those feathers from slicing back through him stopped so much damage from coming out. So that's the difference between a 1-for-1 and a 0-for-1.
Yeah, definitely give a lot of credit to Boomarkle for kinda, well, not even kinda, for just flat out saving his AD carry.
Oh, we see another engage here top lane.
Oh, yeah, Blockstran gonna just keep going in and getting withered. Not going to be able to land much more damage on the Sido, who has picked up the cloth armor, but Gale with tabbies, recurve bow, and the cutlass. Meanwhile, Violet Sociocat's going to find the wild Tryndamere. They're just going to awkwardly run around each other, because why not? This is going to happen. You have the wither coming down on the Caleb, who will just use Dark Flight, I believe it's called. Yeah, it's the Dark. let's call it Dark Flight. He's going to just get out of there. Come on, we need more.
This might be a dead Will Brooks.
Oh, we found the torpedo who will get glacial prison. Pops the barrier. Does not matter. He will go down. Urian, meanwhile, bottling. Ooh, the massive group coming out from General Dill. Gonna force the heal out from Daspite.
The Ezreal ult up top wasn't looking at his own screen.
I've definitely done that way too many times. Not even on champs with global ults like the Jinx or the Ezreal. Just like
Zaya does have her ult up, so we could see a dive here bot lane. Oh, and here comes the dive.
There is the dive though.
Didn't block all the feathers.
Just
pull him back
flash
though.
back under tower. That's by going to flash towards the other tower. A little derpy set of flashes. Boomarkle is
Cavalry is on the way though.
on tower. Oh, Rurion and Wild Cat are coming down. Oscar and General Daryl are just on the run though.
Neither one of them have ult though.
Gonna get head. Rurion gonna get headbutt. Rurion's gonna flash
Flash
over this.
exhaust?
There's the permafrost. Are they gonna pick up
Oh, and
Oscar?
the
No, he's not. The
root?
massive root from General Dill gonna actually save Oscar's life. And
Meanwhile, the
Kakimura
engaged
was
top
coming
lane.
down, and in the top lane side of force the flashback under his tower. Caleb is just too scary and does too much damage on this Aatrox.
And he's already back at full health. Just autoed a few minutes and he's back at full health again.
Yeah, he's already got the Cutlass to build into that Blade of the Ruin King.
He is definitely pushing that early lead that he got. He's not too far ahead in CS, but he does have 3 kills. So I mean,
Almost 2k gold ahead.
he's pretty scary Aatrox at the moment.
2k of the 3k gold lead for PARP is just on Caleb over Sido right now.
Yeah, I mean, we do see a sizable. We do see a sizable lead though on the mid lane farm there.
Oh.
Viger, I believe he's only at 56 stacks, only 144 AP at this point. He has fallen behind a little bit. I know we didn't talk about bans, but they banned out Will Brooks pretty hard. The Malzahar, the Lux, and the Ziggs, and I feel like he might be on a champion that he's not entirely comfortable with. Been watching a little bit, hasn't hit the Dark Matter at all, really, to get those stacks.
Yeah, I mean, it's just important for him to just try and get as much farm as possible and stay ahead as much as he can.
Oh.
There you go, the Dark Matter hits.
Well, they have a stun, but not going to do much to Violet Sociocat at all. He's just not stacked enough right now. I was also going to say
Yeah, I mean,
that
he's also
Caleb got
He's also
returned.
behind an item.
So yeah.
Yeah, he's behind a fully built Merlinomicon. He has the last chapter in the Fiendish Codex, but yeah.
But as we will see, Ori does versus people who don't have a lot of aggression back on her can just put down so much damage, can poke really well. So we'll see how they translate it to the late game, because all they have to do is land a box on a couple people and they'll do so much damage to it.
Caleb dropping the Rift Herald on a pretty low health tower. Not sure if that was needed to get the tower, but they will get it anyway. Gonna start threatening the second. The Horizon zoning off the PARP members, but not Rift Herald. Rift Herald is just go whack at the tower.
Oh my gosh! That's taking so much damage.
Just onto Bukakipor, and the Glacial Prison used onto him as well. The Will Brooks is just kind of derping around right now, and Bukakipor will go down, and Will looks like he's next. Barrier not going to mean much. There goes the second kill. Meanwhile, bot lane General Dill did trade a couple back, actually, onto both members of the PARP bot lane, but it does not matter when the top half of the map is just whacking at this middle lane. They're gonna possibly push for the
get that
in-hit,
tower.
actually, yeah. Gonna get the tower. Are they gonna stay for the in-hit? They will? Yeah, they're gonna go for it. Why not?
I mean, you do just have a Nasus that's just split pushing, so
Yeah, well, the combo knocking Rurion back, but
they do need to play
will
safe though.
pulverize.
There's no flash.
Oh, they're gonna just get out of there. Yeah, they know the inhib's too risky, and the 2 members of Tilted Torpedoes they killed are gonna spawn back now, so yeah, a bit too dangerous, but 3 towers onto 1 push, it's like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like they'll opt to go for that Mountain Drake instead.
Rurion. There's a wild Bukaki player here. Wild Cat stopping her back. She's not gonna be too healthy for this fight. Actually, Shockwave is back up. The Glacial Prison up in probably like 30 seconds or so, but
Right, this is where the team fight comes into play.
The Torpedoes have stuck up the Dragon, and Rurion is hanging around, wants to go for his fight steal, the teleport in from Balakastran on the backside. They are going to force the Torpedoes off this, and this just might be PARP's Dragon now. TT peels off, and yep, there goes Dragon. PARP goes, thank you for the leash, and they're just going to hightail it out.
Yeah, the only issue here is you're seeing a lot of pressure from Balakastran and on that Aatrox. He's getting in those fights. He's rotating down. He's got the teleport that he's going in, and I mean, Nasus is going to do what Nasus is going to do. But if you don't have the team that can put up enough pressure to stop the other team from taking those objectives, then you're going to start falling way behind.
Yeah, Caleb TP'd into the ward until the Torpedoes just like, yeah, bye, and just noped out of there.
I mean, it was a strong. They did need to get out of there, so
it's a 4-0 Aatrox. Nothing to be worried about, right? Nothing. Oh my god. Caleb on a
Battle of killables here.
The battle of just the.
But it's a clickers.
Yeah, Caleb.
Oh, and he kills him. No passive from the Aatrox.
Yeah, the passive not quite up. Caleb overstepping his bouncer a
Did
little
you see
bit.
another
There comes the
engage
fight
in the bot lane.
Oscar gonna tank up the tower and force a flash away from Death.
Oh, Elliot's here though.
Is gonna get turned onto by Rurion. Great counter from him, and they're gonna pick up the actually kill back onto General Dill. And now they're speaking tower.
Speaking of counter ganks using that ult from Sejuani. There you go, you see it right there.
Presses R, gets kill.
Not so much a counter gank, just like a counter engage / counter fight. But same thing. Rurion shows up, they get the kill. Another job well done. And they're going to get the tower. That's their 5th of the game. Only 1 down currently for TT. That will be in the top lane. And PARP going to stick around and look to push a little bit more. They don't quite have the wave. But
hey, they shut down Aatrox. There is no ult from Tryndamere here, so that's a scary thing to be diving into 4 people.
Yeah, but it is a 4v4 teleport up for Sido, but not up for Caleb. So TT, they're gonna get back into this. They just gotta force a fight right now, the 5v4. While the Aatrox is not in a great position. Or gonna go down.
Back up from Tryndamere.
Yeah, meanwhile, top lane Sido, it's not gonna be a 4v5 because Sido's occupied with Balakastran, who is returning damage back. Wants to kill. Is his passive? His passive isn't even gonna pop. Healing Balakastran getting another solo kill, the 5-1 Aatrox, and that's gonna mean the 4v5 will not happen for TT.
Ooh, it's the 2-man stun.
Oh, the nice Glacial Prison though onto the backside, gonna mean Oscar cannot get in there. He's gonna get in there now, but Shockwave landing onto the Will Brooks, but Oscar is just tanking through everything. Rurion gonna get shredded by General Dill, and that's gonna be the double for him. Is he gonna get the triple? He's chasing down Boomarkle, uses
with
the
heal.
He's so low, oh my god.
He should be able to chase him down.
Yeah, there's no way Boomarkle's getting out of this. Yep, he's just gonna give up. General Dill getting 3 kills back, a nice fight for TT.
That was a 3-for-1. Very nice counter engage there from the Torpedoes. The Tryndamere ult was up, so he diving in first, and they focused a lot of damage onto him. Lets the rest of the Torpedoes get in there to actually do damage. I told you that leave that Xayah alone in the backline, and she will do a ton of damage.
Yeah, Xayah can shred entire teams, and it gets pretty ridiculous, especially if you just let her free hit, which, I mean, that happened. Okay, I think we mentioned before this game about Daspite Did we mention him building weird? I don't even know. But he built Orc first. Tier, Orc, Berserker's Greaves. Now he has a serrated Dirk. Is there a lethality Ezreal build I don't know about?
I'm gonna have to say no.
Oh,
That is very interesting. I mean, yes, I do think Ezreal's need a tier, but I feel like if you're going that whole build, then you need to go like, you still need to go like blue Ezreal in a way. I find that always works best, just because, especially in that fight, you're trying to just run away from people and keep them. If you hit them, like you get Iceborne Gauntlets and you slow them down, there's not going to be running away. You can have Alistar headbutt somebody away, but they'll just run you down. But we'll see.
Well, Despite is going to have to make the weird build work because Bukakipor is just whacking away at him. The red buff going to slow him down. Meanwhile, top lane Saito going to eat the shockwave. He will go down, but bot lane, the fight is going to keep going. Despite and Boomarkle will get out of there alive. General Dill not going to have too much to chase down.
And it looks like they're going to start doing Baron here.
I mean, all four from TT or bot lane, they don't have an AD carry. I guess Caleb is AD and carrying, so they're like, okay,
he does have a lot of damage and life still, so he can tank that up.
That's good enough, and that's free Baron for PARP. Dragon is going to spawn now. It is a mountain, and TT have positioning on that, but that's...
Baron,
I wouldn't even call that...
Nasus for nothing.
They don't even have positioning on it. Now Oscar Wilbrooks in the middle lane.
I mean, I wouldn't call that a free Baron. I would have called that an alley Baron, because, I mean, who else would call that?
Me.
Well, that's because you've watched Alley do it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even. Honestly, I don't think I would have even called that. Like. Yeah.
Then again, who normally has an Aatrox 5-1 top lane? So.
Oh, I totally would have called that, but.
We here are the best shot callers.
But hey, Gert yells at me because I call that kind of stuff all the time and then we die, so.
Caleb solo dragon. Why not? Sorry, far enough ahead.
There, but...
Yeah, Aurelion, the shockwave gonna land onto Bukakipor. He does have the Undying Rage that only lasts so long. There we go, Aurelion picking up that kill. Huh, lethality. Nice chunk on General Dill from the Mystic Shot. Maybe the lethality build.
Hey, it looks like he's building a Duskblade.
Either Duskblade or Yomu's. I'd imagine that's a Duskblade, actually. Dude,
may as well try it, why not?
It's Sean being Sean. Weird Sean Bill stuff.
Ooh,
the 4-man pulverize, but there's not that much follow.
The teleport coming in, and they don't have an S. This is a 3v4 or 3v5 now.
Hey, look again. Caleb teleports in. PT is just like, nope. Oh, who? We'll get stunned up. He's gonna leap out before the root.
Takes a lot of damage.
Recall, yeah, Oscar missing the pulverize again does not get off the headbutt quite soon enough. And the inhib down for PARP. They're looking at bot lane. Baron pushing.
Saeto's trying to come in from the side here, but I don't know how much that's going to help the fight. I don't know if they're going to be able to do enough.
Yes, Saito will burn the Wither onto the Boomarkle, and they're just going to hope for something on a massive chunk onto General Dill from the combo from Violet Sociocat. Boomarkle's trapped. Boomarkle's trapped on the other side. Flashes over, uses to stand behind me, and everyone from PARP is out of there.
Only burned the flash from Boomarkle to get out there. I was expecting a little bit more of a hard engage when they realized the Nasus was coming in on the side, but just couldn't get onto him quick enough. We got to see if these infinite scalers can start getting there soon. Otherwise, this game's just going to be steamrolled in PARP's favor here.
Yeah, right now the infinite scaler of Will Brooks isn't looking too good. He's looking pretty anemic right now. Only 275 AP, only 100 so stacks. I mean,
10 stacks and
see, it just shows a 1-0. So
yeah, it doesn't show the first. It doesn't show the first digit if it's in the
Number,
hundreds.
okay.
But also, what's his face? Saito's at 125 stacks, so 27 minutes in. That's not. Wait.
Very
is that
anemic.
Wait, is it? Hold on. Oh wait, no, it's 444. I'm an idiot.
There you go, yeah.
He's stacking well. I was
444.
about to say 124 is pretty terrible. 27 minutes in. I was hovering the wrong thing, or looking at the wrong thing. It's okay. I don't play Nasus. Who cares?
Yeah. Will Brooks is just very behind in items right now, and is just not able to do any sort of damage. Because the whole idea being you land the stun box and then you...
Oh, but the massive combo from Oscar gonna let the three-man block trends onto the backline while Will Brooks gets his first kill onto Aruyan. There's no minions and Parper's tanking this tower. Oscar threatening another combo. Parp overstepping just a little bit. Get the one pick onto them by TP.
And we've got the Tryndamere clearing the minions there, so he can be back if they try and continue this push. And with everybody about half health, I don't know if they're going to stay for that.
Yeah, real quick newsflash: Primordial Burst still hurts, even if you don't have stacks. Because why not, Rito?
Rito. Rito.
I'm kind of surprised. We see Tryndamere here going for what looks like he's going to be a Borg after this.
Oh yeah.
I would have.
It's a Hextech Gunblade.
Oh god. I would have been hoping for more damage because, sure, he might be able to get through some of the tanky people later on, but like right now he's just, unless he gets a couple really good crits, like he's not doing a whole lot of damage to them.
Well, that's the thing. I'd like to see
soon, but
I would like to see an IE on him. I mean,
exactly.
You have the crit chance from his Q, but he's not doing anything for crit damage. So, yeah.
Plus, you amplify the crit damage, it'll definitely help.
Well, and I understand the Phantom Dancer and wanting to be able to 1v1 people, but you can't 1v1 someone if you don't have enough damage.
But can he 1v5 people? Aha.
I mean, it's like Karthus. I feel like the whole idea of Karthus is you just dive in and try and, just get in the middle of the fight to do a bunch of damage, not, sustain yourself in there. And once you take out a couple carries, you've done your job. If you die, you die. But you've taken out their carries, which is kind of what you need to do. So we'll see how well this works out for him later. He might be able to burst through some tanks.
Yeah, Parp prepping the Baron again. Not quite an alley Baron, but still a Baron. He's setting up Despite a little bit too far forward, but he is an Ezreal still. The Arcane Shift back. He is fine.
Nasus is split pushing bot lane too, so within him up, Nasus split pushing, he might be able to get something. He does have teleport, but there are no wards really for him to teleport to.
Out. Didn't clear out that many minions actually, but Parp gonna start up the Baron. I'm Kurt slash Cockport is hanging around, could go in for a Dragon Shield. The Shockwave only lands on the Oscar and
he steals it!
Gets in there, gets the Baron steal, and he's still alive with the Undying Rage. It's gonna go down the Dash fight, but this is not a good fight for Kill the Torpedoes. Will Brooks taking super low. Oscar gonna headbutt Dash bite out, but there's the flash forward, picks up a kill onto the Will Brooks. Double kill for him. Make that a triple kill for Dash fight. The Baron steal from Bukaki Poro, but the cleanup fight after from Parp.
Oh, Nasus is gonna have to come back, otherwise they're gonna lose at their entire base.
Flash? Interesting flash forward from Cat, but they do pick up the shutdown on the General Dill. That's 4 members of the Torpedoes down. That might be the game for Parp.
They're going. They don't have minions at the moment. They've got a wave coming in, but they don't have minions. And they do have to get through a Nasus. Tryndamere's up in 5 seconds.
They that much wave clear, but they are gonna go for it. Saito gonna get stunned by the Custom Blows passive around, will not quite go down. He is super tanky, but Cockport isn't there. No Undying Rage, forced to flash out, and he is going to go down as well. The Big Cage will get the shutdown onto Balakashan. The Nexus has not gone down yet. There we go. Finally,
oh my god!
Kill first. Destroying Violet Sociocat, and End of the game, not gonna happen quite yet.
They do hold them off, but they don't have any towers mid lane or any of their Nexus towers either. So one teleport from Balakastran could possibly change that. But we see in the bot lane, Nasus got the tower, and the minions are hitting away at the inhib bot lane. It looks like Ezreal's coming back, so he'll just take that.
What is this clown fiesta I'm watching? Oh my god.
Well, it's brought to you by Riot because I mean he has 120 stacks. And he blew up Violet Sociocat. What
Press
even
R.
is that?
Rito, the company that gave us Vigar and Cho'Gath. Like, what did you expect? Also, why is Cho'Gath a thing? Like, please, Opie, you understand this. Please answer me. Why is Cho'Gath a thing? Like,
Yeah. I don't like Cho'Gath because 80C 2K17 is not a thing anymore because you just die.
yeah.
Unless you're Tristana and you just keep jumping, but you know, hey.
Yeah. Hey, gotta maintain Pink Deathless on Tristana for the split somehow.
That was pretty good. That's real damage though.
Yeah?
Duskblade.
Orc
He's hurting
Duskblade.
him.
Oh, okay then.
And he's got a Last Whisper, so any armor that they may have, he's getting through.
Unless it's a True Shot Barrage, then it's magic damage and does basically nothing. But you know what does do something?
Ooh.
Lakastran, and he will actually lose out on the trade.
Nasus
Kaido
is-
has the stacks and is tanky, so...
Interesting build coming in from the Nasus. So, Iceborne Gauntlets, and then he's got the Zizirot Portal, and he's got the
Black Cleaver.
Black Cleaver going on.
And he picked up the Bramble Vest early, which makes sense against the Aatrox, like, absolutely, but... Huh. Interesting build
Oh,
this
here we
game.
go.
This might actually be the last fight of the game. I am Bukaki Toro and Oscar are just taking up everything, but they the
four-man
Oh my
shockwave.
god, and there's the first kill coming about. Sociocat is getting flashed onto by General Dill, but the Zonius comes out and the double kill for Daspite, and that looks like it's gonna be the end of the game. Triple kill. The end of all that. Saito once again, the last one alive, and those are GG's coming out, and the Nexus also. That will be game one, going to the passive-aggressive red Pandas. Panda.
Wow.
Oh, okay then.
The start of that fine, but they balled up right there, right between the turret and the wall, and Oriana ult hit all four members there, shredding so much damage, and the Ezreal was able to clean up. Daspite coming in with the Duskblade damage.
Yeah, that was two great plays that game. We had the massive shockwave from Ali at that last fight, and also the Baron steal, which didn't mean much in the end, but Baron steals are still pretty awesome. But, so yeah, game one, MVP. Who's it gonna be? What do you guys think?
Well, honestly, I think that most of this game came down to pressure. And Balakastran on that Aatrox was able to put so much pressure down with getting the kills early, and then he was able to, roam to mid and bot lane, teleport down, actually get some pressure going, and that's what kept them rolling. They made those plays, so I got to give it to Balakastran on that Aatrox.
My vote's also for Balakastran.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree.
He took over the game. I mean, yeah, at the end you had some nice stuff from Daspite and Violet Sociocat, but they wouldn't have gotten there if it hadn't been for Balakastran getting ahead and being able to do exactly what Opie had said. Just being able to push those lanes, being able to roam, being able to take care of his own lane.
Yeah, and that was a huge problem for the Torpedoes because Nasus just wanting to stack, he does not clear minion waves easily. So when Balakastran was able to just push the wave really quickly and then rotate, you had a Nasus who was just sitting there. Yes, he was farming and he was trying to get his stacks up for later, but you know, he didn't have just push down those towers real quick. Like in that top lane, sure he had he roamed bot lane and was able to get 2 towers, bot when they were doing the Barons, and everything. But once that pressure was gone and they just kept pushing mid, what are you going to do? Like, they've already out rotated you. They're on your Nexus towers. It's a little too late at that point for the Nexus to be pushing.
One other thing that PARP did really well, like I mentioned this in game, is that they effectively banned out Will Brooks. I mean, normally you see it on the higher elo champ or in the higher elo players, you see more bans getting turned at them, but they banned out someone who's lower, hopefully having lower champ pool. I mean, that Viger, I mean, yeah, he had the primordial burst and could burst down a couple people, but other than that, he really wasn't too terribly effective. And when a Viger isn't effective, you lose a lot from that team comp.
Yeah, so go put in your votes for the MVP. We will be right back. I am going to actually briefly turn off the stream just for dividing the VODs, but restart in just a couple seconds, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back with Game 2.
Woo!